Hey guys, and welcome to this week's virtual wine and true crime and a glass of wine. Got mine with me, but this story's so crazy, I probably am not even going to touch it. So, first off, I want to know why I can't see any of you. Okay, there. Okay, now I can see you guys. Can you guys see me? I don't care about seeing myself live. Okay, it's really funny when other people are messaging me and it's not what I need to see. Okay, is there anybody there? Which made me just think of a Pink Floyd song. Hi, Christy. Okay. Hey, Amanda. You're toasting with vodka. Ooh, this is going to get really interesting fast. Okay. Do you have your shirt on? I don't know why this weird stuff keeps popping up. So this is why I'm not supposed to do this. That's why I have P cubed. It's why I have a producer. I am not supposed to do this. This is when we go to the blue door. I didn't realize how much my arguing with William ahead of time actually was beneficial, because this live stuff is so ghetto. You should see the lamp I said have now. So it's really cool. Okay, so today you guys picked, I gave you a poll, and you're all sick and twisted, which we have already figured out, but you chose Lori Vallo Daybell. And just so that you guys know, Nikki, we need to chat because we probably need to get together. I got some work to do. See the board behind me? Help. Lori Vallo Daybell is currently in the news. We don't have a ton of information, but we've got 8 billion questions. And I can tell you that right now she is probably the most hated woman in America now, and she is probably replacing Casey Anthony with that title. Okay? Yeah, you have your shirt on. Okay. So you tell me, what's up with, I mean, we have this issue with Lori Vallow, and I have a hard time. I don't know why I don't use her last name, her current last name, but Lori Vallow, bizarre, just totally bizarre individual. So let me ask you, um, is she a victim or is she a victimizer? So, because her current husband, Chad, he's nuts on his own. So, no, Christina, I can't see anybody. Are you kidding me? I'm having a hard enough time. I see myself, which I really don't want to see. And then, Barbara, where are her? Are you sure that you needed to put that in caps so that I could see it? Yeah, where the hell are her kids? Mine doesn't even live with me, and I know where he's at. Okay. Yeah, Courtney, this is the weirdest rule. Look at this. Okay. I have notes. Like, I just started making notes because I couldn't keep track of everything. This roller coaster was insane. Jenna, you're not buying the fact that she might be a victim. Um, so she's a hot mess. Oh, you're a hot. Okay, you say you look. Hey, Christina, I'll tell you what. See, I'm like doing my hair in this funky thing. Next week, if we do this again next week, I'm wearing a hat because it's a wig or a hat because my gray is getting way too out of hand. Let me ask you a question. Just because you're a woman, does that mean that you're supposed to be a mother, that you're supposed to have children, that you're supposed to love them, and you're supposed to know what to do, and you're supposed to have that motherly instinct? Okay? That's my first question. Do you think that women are just naturally good moms? Why am I all dolled up? Okay, the reason I'm dolled up, Wanda, is it's funny because one, I wanted to wear this shirt But the deal is, I don't know about you guys, but I'm having the hardest time being locked up. Which, see how I say it? I am totally for the staying at home. I'm totally for not going out. I'm totally, all of that. But I'm losing my effing mind. So I remember something my grandmother said, and it was look good, feel good, or fake it till you make it. Um, that's what I'm doing. We're faking it until we make it. Okay, Candace, you said, I'm a woman and I refuse to be a mom. I don't mean to be a jerk, but why? I can tell you my best friend did not want children. Absolutely, she doesn't want kids. Okay. So why don't you want kids if you don't mind? Nicole, you say it comes naturally for some people, but not for most. It's a well, one, they don't come. I almost vomited while cleaning cat puke. I don't need a baby. Oh my God, Candace, I needed to hear something so insane more than this. That was the best thing ever. Okay, Jen, nope. I have two stepdaughters who haven't seen their crazy bio mom in over 20 years. She's all about herself and doesn't give a crap about them. Christy, same thing. You don't want kids. Okay, I don't judge because I realized that not everybody should be a mom. Not everybody should. Here's the thing. Okay, and I'm kind of a bitch when I say this, and I've been saying it since I started teaching. Raina, not every person is capable of having that mental stability. But I agree. You've got patience. You're gonna have way too much. Here's the thing. And tell me if it's a jerk statement, because I don't mean for it to be a jerk statement. I mean for it to. It's a literal statement. I have to have a license to drive a car. I have to have a license to catch a fish. I have to have a license to own a gun. But anybody have a kid, and I sound like a jerk and an ass when I say that. But I'm pretty sure that having a child is a little bit more important than the other. Ooh, Wanda, I think you got me. Doesn't her religion require her? Yeah, I think, and we're going to get into that because her technically she is she's a Latter-day Saint. However, in speaking to some of those professionals in that church, they say that even though she is claiming, she and her current husband Chad both claim to be part of that sect, that they have gone off and they've kind of bastardized it and created their own version. They will not call it a cult, but they do not call it, it is not a legitimate part of that church. So, Courtney, you're not a jerk for saying that at all, Casey Anthony. Yeah, I mean, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. Okay. Um, Christina, your shirt says dog mom. It's the only mom I'll ever be. There are days, I showed you guys last time, there are days where I don't even want to be a dog mom. And right now I've been reduced to being a grandma to my own damn dog because my kid claims her and I'm borrowing her back. So, uh, let's see, Libby, these are my people. True crime obsessed. Dr. Masick said crime. Yes, I am. And I have already confirmed and set my schedule for October. So I will be there and you better be there. Yeah, Raina, I know. I'm shocked to see you. You haven't killed anybody. You did fight, and you know what? That is the one thing I love and adore you for, and that's and just since so that being in here, I asked a friend of mine to come in here, and she has said that sometimes she doesn't like to come to the actual events that I do because she monitors what she says, or she'll say something on Facebook and she'll delete it. Knock that shit off. I don't do politically correct. Okay, it's criminal justice. It's real. Okay. Um, Here's the deal. Let's try and deal with some of these notes. Okay. Um, Interesting, bizarre thing that I found out about her, her meaning Lori. And I think why you guys keep picking things that piss me off? I don't know. It needs to stop. Um, that they actually charged her with 2 felonies. And the felonies were basically child abandonment. In Idaho, no, in Idaho, they don't call it abandonment, they call it desertion. Okay. And so I actually looked up that word because it wasn't good. You're still loud and proud. It wasn't enough for me. I wanted to know what desertion meant. Because for me, that means like you're taking off, you're doing this, you're doing that, whatever. And unfortunately, I agree with most of you that we're not going to find these kids alive. Okay. So, she was arrested. Thankfully, she was arrested in Hawaii. When there, they held her on $5 million bond. I was happy with that. Okay. She gets to Idaho, and Idaho drops it down and only holds her for 1 million, which she still can't make. So I'm fine with that. As long, call me a jerk. Are there murderers that don't piss me off? Maybe the guy who killed Gerard Schaefer, Vinny doesn't piss me off. He actually makes me laugh because he sent me another selfie video today and he still hasn't figured it out. It's still the same damn selfie he sends me every time. He's like pushing the buttons and he's looking around and whatever. So I'm laughing. So yeah, maybe there might be one. There might be one. And he killed 3 people. So yeah, we'll give him a pass. Um, shouldn't it be a crime to be unable to produce? Yeah, that's the thing, Jenna, is it is a crime for her not to produce her kids when ordered, because I went and I looked, but here's the deal. It's a misdemeanor. Okay. It's a misdemeanor because it's called resisting and obstructing an officer. She was actually given court documents to produce the children and she refused. So therefore it's something, I call it's a misdemeanor to not do what an officer or of the court tells you to do. Okay, what is she getting? I mean, what does she get? Christy, if you asked, and here's the deal, it was somebody like you, Christy, that actually even discovered that the kids were missing. The last time they were seen was in September, and it wasn't discovered until October that the kids were missing. And that was because there was a welfare check, okay, and they weren't home. They weren't living in the house in Idaho that they were supposed to be living in. So at that point, Lori and her current husband, Chad, took off, and then we end up finding them a couple months later in, your dog is watching. Yeah, Barbara, I agree. It's BS that it's a misdemeanor. I started looking at stuff, and it's amazing the things that are misdemeanors. I could do all kinds of things to a person that once they're dead. I mean, I could cut fingers off, I could cut toes off, I could bury them in the backyard. Um, if you're online and you know what I'm talking about, I could let squirrels eat you. It's a misdemeanor. It's not even a misdemeanor. It's basically it's a code violation. So some of these things that we think should be bigger than they are, I don't know why they aren't, but they're not. They're just not. So here's the deal. We got these kids and they're missing since September. Okay. Where are these kids? Okay. Uh, Lori, Lori Vallo, okay, was married and she got divorced in 2019. I know it's funny, Christina. And you know what? Here's my sense of humor. Hey, Pablo. Here's my sense of humor. There was a guy on TV who's bored out of his ever-loving mind. I saw him on the news this morning. So he's making little tiny picnic tables for his neighbors. They're for the squirrels. Okay. So I actually tried to go online to his website. He's only giving them to his neighbors and making bird feeders and whatever, because I was going to buy a couple of picnic tables for my friend, because I do have a friend that when this person dies, wants the squirrels to eat them. So I thought it would be really funny for his birthday to give him a box of squirrel picnic table. I want him to eat in style, for God's sake. Okay. Do you think Lori's looks have played into her luck? I don't know, because I think she looks really rough now. Okay. And let's jump back real quick, Wanda, to the fact that she was divorced, and he divorced her. Okay. Her first husband divorced her in February of 2019. So she hasn't been single for that long. She meets Chad, her current husband, okay, basically in September. All right. Chad's wife dies in October, right? I'm going to jump around because this is where it starts to get all weird. Chad's wife dies, he says, in her sleep. So they basically say of natural causes. Okay. How in depth was the autopsy? I don't. Oh, he runs on. I got my sister-in-law did it again. She's so fired. Um, she's fired in October. She dies in October. Okay. 2 weeks later, he marries Lori. Okay. This is why I asked you on whether or not she's a victim. Okay. And is it suspicious, Jenna? Yes, because they have now asked and they got their way. His first wife was exhumed, but they said that the autopsy, the results for everything to come back that they're going to look for, test for, whatever, I think they're going to go full Monty on this one, said it could take up to a year to get the results. Okay. Amanda, she's already been exhumed. They've already got her. Okay. All right. Um, Interesting thing that, okay, I'm going to jump back a little bit. This is where I told you I'm digging and things are insane and crazy, is that Lori's husband died. Okay. Divorced in February. No reason you should have to kill the dude. Okay. But her brother shoots him and kills him, but says it's in self-defense. Okay. That's in July. So divorce in February, brother murders your ex-husband in self-defense in July. Okay. 5 months later. But then, Candace, I'm not sure, because here's the deal. I don't know that all autopsies, I think they go by the circumstance that they're found, what it looks like, is life suspicious? Because here's the deal. We don't have time to do an autopsy, a thorough, getting in there kind of deal with every single person that dies. Okay. I think I told you guys last week that, and if technically this should be sketchy. Okay. My mother-in-law her religion was Christian Science, not Scientology, was Christian Science. Um, Sorry, I got students texting me and messaging me and everything all over the place. My sister-in-law, yay, Holly! I'm glad you found us and it didn't take an hour this week. Here's the deal. I called a month before she passed. I didn't know how long it was going to take her to pass. I just knew that with her religion, she was 94. Okay. She had not seen a doctor since my husband was born. Okay. So here's the deal. I called and said, it's against her religion. She doesn't want an autopsy. She wants this and this and this. No autopsy. No going to, we want her cremated. That's even weirder because that destroys evidence. Okay. Candace, and you know what? People have a hard time understanding when I say Christian Scientists because they think we're all like Tom Cruise and jumping on a couch. That's not what it is. That's what I thought it was when I met my husband. I was like, oh, no wonder he's crazy. But so I called a month ahead of time and said, you're not doing this, you're not doing this, and you're not doing this. And you know what? They never asked me to even prove that was her religion. Okay? Nothing. And then when she passed, I changed her clothes, put her in the nice outfit that I promised her I would do, this, that, and whatever. Um, they never questioned. Now, did they trust me because I'm a criminal justice? Was I even a professor back then? I was a part-time professor. So yeah, I got it, Heather, and we don't have to clean up again tonight. So why the hell would I mean? I could have murdered the person. They never did anything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. How weird is that? Mm. Yeah, if you want to get away with murder, cremate your mate. That needs to be on a shirt, Amanda. Okay. So the brother, though, turns around. Alex turns around in several months. Okay, so he in self-defense kills her ex-husband. All right, but then he ends up dying mysteriously several. Did your brother do you a favor and then you did him it? Explain to me what happened to the brother. Okay, are you tying up loose ends? Okay. Some interesting things about Chad, the new husband, is, and you can look him up, and it's some freaky stuff. I did download a couple. They're a little strange. He is a published author. Okay. Predominantly, he writes within his religious background, but he's a doomsday writer. Okay. He talks about, he uses his family as his characters. Okay. Um, could the fact that she was so old play a part? What do you mean, Jenna? Who was so old? Because I have Lori was 46 and Chad, her new husband, is 51. Okay. And the wife, she's only a couple years younger. The wife that passed away was 49. Yeah, the only thing, there may still be tigers coming up. I don't know. This is bizarre. Okay. Um, what's interesting is, remember, oh, my mother-in-law? Yeah, but you know what? At 94, the woman golfed every day of the week. She was on 4 bowling leagues. She took me out to teach me how to play golf. She took me to the 3rd hole and said, Kim, honey, I love you, but you suck. Get in the car. She took me into lunch. And she was like that until basically almost the end. So yeah, I don't think it was her age. Um, so okay, let's talk about Chad, because you're right, Barbara. He is the strange one. And no, Christina, he is not in jail because he hasn't done anything. They were not his children. They're Lori's children. Lori is told to produce them. He right now, I don't have an issue. We don't have an issue with him. Okay, that's going to change. All right, I have a feeling that's going to change. And because right now the prosecutor, the state attorney, is asking for charges to be brought against them, and she's got some interesting ones she wants to file: conspiracy, attempted murder, and murder charges against his first wife, Tammy. Okay. And she wants all 3 of those to be charged against both Lori and Chad. Okay. So she even wants Lori charged for the wife. So the weird thing is, the month of October, when Tammy, the first wife, dies, okay, Lori, the most interesting piece of information that's just come out with law enforcement and that they're discussing is an Amazon purchase that Lori made in October. And what she bought was a ring, and the ring was less than $40. Who the hell cares? Okay, it's a ring. Big deal. Okay. Um, so interesting. It's where we think she purchased it before the wife died. All right. Also, looking at the history on her computer, wedding dresses. Okay. Candace, you're never getting married. Why? It's the husband that should be afraid of you, not the other way around. No, Wanda, right now, nobody will touch the case because they're saying they don't have enough. Nobody has the guts to go forward because they don't have enough. And I'm okay with that for a short period of time. I would go ahead and arrest and charge Lori for the misdemeanors. And each one of those charges, I wrote it down, I think, is for max sentence in Ohio, in Idaho for desertion of your children. And this is where I did look up. I wanted to know what desertion meant. And it means a ceasing to be seen. That we have for a fact. Okay, nobody's seen these kids since September. She's guilty. I don't. Have you seen them? I haven't seen them. Okay, so that she's guilty of. It says a ceasing to be seen or to exist. I cannot prove these children are dead. Okay, because we can't find them. So to me, this is a very similar thing. It reminds me of the Casey Anthony case when they went full Monty on it, and then Casey walks away, and then we find Kaylee less than 30 days later. So if it carries 14 years, I don't even care if the judge gives them concurrent. All right, charge her ass with that. Okay, that would make me happy. That means that gives you 14 years to find the children alive or their remains, and then I'm coming after her. Okay, would you guys be okay with that? It's the penalty for desertion. The max penalty, Wanda, is 14 years in prison. So that's why I'm good with that one. I mean, that gives me some good time. It's not 14 days, 14 months, 14. It's 14 years. Okay, so per count, and you get two of them. So if you wanted to be a real jerk, I would do them consecutive and do them back to back. But I don't usually get my way. They end up making things that I don't want to be consecutive. They end up making them concurrent. Okay. Yeah. What if they don't or find the remains? Okay. Ellie, what I would say with that is that if they don't find the remains, but they can they find anything? Man, I got an eyelash. Sorry. Ellie, it's your fault. Um, if they can find enough stuff, enough evidence, enough people to talk against it. Here's the thing, in 14 years, you're going to piss somebody off and somebody's going to say something. Okay. Yeah, I agree. It buys time. Okay. Linda, she's ready to waterboard. Why did you think she was a victim? I don't know that she is a victim or isn't a victim, but my deal is go back to Chad, and he's a ball of crazy. He is a doomsday religious fanatic who writes these books about the end of time. And because I wrote this down and I want to make sure I get it right. My God, I have notes scribbled in all different directions. When Lori's husband filed for divorce, he also asked for an order of protection and he got it. And the reason was, my notes are on here someplace, because Lori was talking about the end of time. The end of time is going to be in July of 2020, that she is a god. She had never spoken like this before. So the reason I asked, is she a victim, is because did she get pulled into Chad's did she read one of his books? Did he, did he convince her that her kids were aliens? Well, here's the deal. If she believes it's the end of time and she's supposed to be, yeah, I'm telling you, being locked up, dude, it's getting a little crazy. Okay. Christy, he did get this. The original first husband, okay, of Lori, he did try and get custody, and he actually turned around and, let's see, I'm going to find some notes here. He both her first husband and Vallo adopted Joshua. So he is 100%, the 7-year-old boy is adopted. Okay, so he biologically does not belong to anybody. So the father did fight for him for several reasons. He was concerned about his safety. He was concerned, he was concerned about the care that he would get. He was afraid he would be neglected. And he had a very specific routine because he was a special needs child. And he did not feel that Lori would fulfill those 3 obligations. Trying to sell service dog is also I would agree, Wanda. Yeah, because this kid, okay, she's not going to take care of. So he has standing because both she and he are the adoptive parents. So he has just as much right to the 7-year-old boy as she does. However, he is not the biological father to Tylee, the 17-year-old girl, but Lori is the biological mother. So he could not say anything in his request for his divorce and this and that and whatever, because he had no grounds, no standing. Okay. So, yeah, I wonder, Barbara, I'm not sure what you're referring to, but you know what? I downloaded one of the books, which then I was pissed off about because now I think it was a really cheap book. So it's not like he's going to make millions, but I'm like, but now I just gave the jerk a bunch of money. Okay. You know, I don't care. I think it was $5.99 or $7.99, whatever it was. But I'm like, you know, but I wanted to see what it has to say. Let's see. So the husband Charles, which is the first husband, he actually expressed genuine fear for his life, and they agreed. They agreed with him that she was nuts. Okay. Um, let's see. As of 2 days ago, Chad Daybell had not been arrested or charged with anything. Okay, he hasn't been charged with anything. Um, Lori is in jail. She is still refusing to produce the children. There was something that came out about the niece today that I saw that said the niece might know where they are or what happened, but gave no real nothing you can hang your hat on. Okay. It's the I did it situation before OJ couldn't profit. Yeah, and at this point, Chad hasn't done anything, and he hasn't been convicted of anything, so he can make as much. He can do the whole talk show circuit. What I have learned being in this field now and doing some TV stuff and whatever is that the people that you guys see, the people that we watch on all these TV shows, they don't get paid. Okay, the victims, the families, law enforcement, all of that, unless you're a professional, okay, uh, they don't get paid. So they do this totally pro bono. So, yeah, Wanda and the niece's husband was nearly killed. So I'm wondering if Tammy thinks she's a god, does she think she has the right? She's wanting to save them, whatever it is that's going to come in July. So, okay, let's roll the dice, play the game here. Let's say she killed her children, okay, hypothetically, so I don't get in trouble for anything. What do I mean by professional? I mean somebody like me, somebody that does this for a living, that has a PhD, that has a judge, not the judge that was part of the case, but somebody that would give legal advice. So they can't have anything to do with the case. It's just got to be somebody that's busted their ass and has a bunch. They think they have a bunch of knowledge. So um, yeah. So here's the deal. Has a degree or a job in the field. Yeah, you could like Christy. Here's the deal. All it takes to be considered an expert in court is for the judge to deem you, for the attorney that wants to use you to provide enough evidence to show that you're an expert in whatever the field is. And then the judge will decide. So like I could be an expert in Martin County, but then we could go to St. Lucie County and the judge would be like, not happening. Okay. So Um, but Tina, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like it. Okay. Um, let's see. Oh, we talked about the ring. So, you guys have any issues with the ring or the fact that Chad's wife wasn't dead yet? I think the children were. Wanda says, I think children were in the way since they believe in a brighter future. They sent the kids on their way. It could be. And here's the deal: um, children need to be taught hate, this, that, whatever it happens to be. Okay. They are, and whatever comes out of their mouth is genuine, it's honest. They believe in the good in people. That's just there. Okay. They have to be taught something different. So it's possible that maybe mom and Chad are talking about, ooh, the end of the world and this and that and whatever. And the kids are like, oh, that would never happen. You know, God wouldn't treat us like that. And so they turn around and like the words you use, sent them on their way. Or you could turn around and say, let's just say that Lori believed, okay, she sent the kids on their way. They're not suffering through COVID. Is that what's going to be the end of time for in July? I don't know. Better not be, because I can't handle it. I can't handle being locked up that long. Okay. Yeah. And then here's the deal. Christina's turned around and saying, and then they went to Hawaii and were living their best life once the kids were out of the picture. So double standard. Okay. End of times are coming. So we're going to go and we're going to live it up and do everything that we want to do. Um, if somebody came to the house and the kids were not there and the kids were supposed to be there, to me it looks like the parents ran. If the parents ran, then that means they knew what they did were guilty. It was wrong. Okay, they knew it was wrong. So if you knew it was wrong, then how can you use the religious excuse? Okay, and I'm gonna hold on one second, because if we lose power, it's going to be because this stupid dog is licking the power cord to the modem. Okay, come here, little dachshund that is not very smart. Okay, turn around and say hello to everybody. I am the grand dog and I'm an idiot. Okay. Holly, don't tell Joey that or Brennan that I said that. You need to take Tina because she thinks licking outlets is smart. Okay, so don't call him stupid. It's a her, and she's not stupid. She's an idiot. So the happiest day of my life is when she went to go live with Brennan. And I left my notes over there. So, okay. Um, so is it possible that this whole thing is BS? This has nothing to do with religion. Okay. Raina, what do you think Chad's hiding? Usually when people are, I'm going to say this is a cult. Okay. The church is saying that it's not. They're just saying that they have gone off in a very extreme way. Okay. Outlets or pop rocks for dogs. Uh, then maybe I should have let her lick it a little longer. So, no. This is not a religious thing. Is he a cult leader? Chad knows where the kids are. I think Chad and Lori both know where the kids are. Here's my thing, and I think, yep, Chad's absolutely involved, because I think they did it together. Whatever they did together. Um, but he's the smart one. She's the idiot. She's in jail, and she's not getting out. Okay, so what's that say for him? Again, remember when we talk about sociopaths, we've got them and they're charismatic, they're smart. Um, I don't find Chad to be attractive, but I'm sure some people do. Um, Actually, it's funny. Do you think the kids are in Yosemite? I can tell you that I read an article today when I was looking things up. Um, and I'm assuming they did not say it, but I am assuming it's because of the COVID-19 and we're not supposed to be out doing things and the state and federal parks are closed. Um, they have the intention to go through Yellowstone as soon as it is safe to do so, is what it said. So, you know, that's because Chad uses his work as an outlet and Lori has no outlet. Maybe she should lick one. Oh, that wasn't nice. That's something, Raina, that you would have said in class before. So, um, when you start talking about this isn't a cult problem, this is a character problem, deprivation of heart, or whatever that charge is. Okay, Christina, um, why do you don't think? Why do you think it is not a cult problem? Is it because we're talking about two individuals who have wreaked havoc all over the place, or we're just talking about two really? That made me laugh out loud. Um, if he lets her back in here, you're gonna see a murder. When the screen goes black, somebody make sure I got the sound off. Okay. Because I would be the idiot that would tape my own killing of my husband and go to prison. But we'll call it self-defense because he let the damn dog back in. Um, so is this okay? You're saying I love it when you aren't nice, but real. Here's the thing. I told somebody today that the nice Kim has been locked up for so. Okay, I yelled at the weather people today and told them their clothes were inappropriate. Okay. I'm looking out the window. I've now become like, what's that lady, something Kravitz that's on the old Bewitched show? And I'm like, I have become the news person. I'm like, your ass does not look good in this. You need to keep walking and walk a little faster. I'm just, I'll tell you what, I'm just not nice anymore. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be nice again. Not many cults actually kill people, and the cults that used to exist that did kill people no longer. Well, that's because the people are dead, Christina. Uh, um, I agree. I'm not so. I think the thought process that Chad has is very cultish. Okay. I don't, and do I think he would be a cult leader if he could? Absolutely. I just don't think that there are. I am positive the Church of Scientology still works people. Oh my God. How much longer do we have you, David? Um, he doesn't have any followers, and then he keeps killing everybody. Well, supposedly. See, I'm going to get myself in damn trouble. Um, he has a wife who is willing to do or say whatever. Okay. 9 months. Oh my God. I don't know if we're going to survive. Okay. Um, Cheers to 9 months, and we're going to enjoy every one. It's either just two evil people. Okay, so how do you tell me? How do people become evil? How the hell does it cross your mind? Because I can tell you that Chad's children support him 100% and say he was a very loving and caring man. He was a wonderful husband to their mother, and don't buy this BS at all. On the other flip, if you flip the side over and you look at Lori, Lori says she was a very devoted mother and she gets pissed off to anybody that says anything to the contrary. Okay. So he at least has somebody that is supporting him. She doesn't have anybody because they're all dead. Okay. Let her lick out. Let her let her live her life. Uh, so Yeah, I just, and I don't think cults are as big as they used to be because I think we've seen too much TV. I think we've read too much. I think children are brainwashed as well. I don't think we are as easy to fool as maybe we were 20, 30 years ago. Right? I think we were at that point in time, we were looking to believe in something, anything. We were also looking to piss off our parents. Okay. Um, so I've been playing Monopoly a lot. I can see. Yeah, I've had to stop playing some games because I'm pretty sure that people are going to put a hit out on me. Okay. I can tell you that I have a stalker. It's the funniest thing ever. I sent it to PQ because, and actually, I let my husband listen to it the other night. He sings me a song every day, and he sends it to me. Well, he sent me one at 2 o'clock in the morning. I thought I was going to kill him. Okay, I was going to kill my own stalker, and I sent it to PQ, and he was like, "What the hell have you done now?" So. Um, We like denial though. Yeah, you know what? Here's the deal. We like denial if it's a woman. I told you guys, we treat women differently. Does it scare us to think that women can be just as evil and bad as men? Does it mean that we've hit that last vestige and nothing is safe anymore? Um, you know, you want women's libs, throw it out there. It's there. So I don't think Candace could murder someone, but all the evidence said she did it. I'm gonna turn her ass in. Good. Wear my shirt when you go, just so like it can get splashed across the newspapers or something. Okay, go in style. Wives, husbands, family members, and kids were in their way. Each killed off. Simple. Women can. I agree. Me personally, I think women are way more evil. Okay. We're the ones who are more likely to stab you. We're going to put the knife in, and then we're going to twist it. We want to see the look in your eyes when we get you. We want to see the pain. Okay. Challenge accepted. Oh my God. Um, so I think the horrible people are not so much a cult, but you and I have both seen an abundance of people who are easily swayed. This is true. People are easily swayed. And why is that? I mean, Raina, that's funny that you say a little spawn of Satan, because that's what I call my puppy. We named him Dr. Watson because he's supposed to help me solve crime. Instead, he just causes crime and chaos, and everybody goes, I call him Spawn of Satan. Where is Spawn of Satan? I don't know. Spawn of Satan! No, you're the good boy. Come here. You can come here. Oh, I hear Spawn of Satan. Oh, okay. Here it goes. Okay, this is the good. This is the good one. And he's just talking to you, saying, "Spawn of Satan needs to go." Okay, you go kill him. All right. Oh, he is running Spawn of Satan out of the room. Come here, Watson. Wanda, you're gonna get me killed. Okay, you're Spawn of Satan. Okay, let's look cute and adorable for all the people. Yeah, this is the only reason I don't kill you. Okay. Say hi to the people that actually love you, that when I throw you out in the freezing cold, that you're going to go live with Wanda. That would explain how many people. Okay, everybody out, including the light licker. Oh my God. I need an exorcist, I'm telling you. So, uh, no, it's Spawn of Satan who stole my $100 bill and then took it and hid it. I know, poor Orville. So, that, but I got him a puppy to play with, and we got Spawn of Satan. So now Orville has to act like Cujo. And it's just funny because if Watson rears up and says, he's going to test him, he comes and hides behind me. Okay? Yeah, so he's a wuss. Um, so how we've gone from wine and crime and killing people to my dogs that are psychotic. Okay? Um, I'm not interrogating him. I don't want to know what the hell he's saying because it's probably a lot of four-letter words. It's inappropriate, and somebody's probably buried somewhere, Rena. That ain't happening. So, um, what do you think? This is active. This is new. This is current. This is the big story that's going on right now. So, you tell me, what do you think should happen versus what do you think will happen? Do you think they're going to jump and they're going to pull a Casey Anthony and go too hard too fast? Do you think um, I need the wine after that? Um, what do you guys want to see happen? What I want to see them get her for desertion. Have they been able to search Lori's computer? Yeah, they did, and that's how they found that she bought a ring and she looked for wedding dresses within before Chad's wife was even dead. So it was right there. So wow, wine after you just can't spell, Candace. So um, what you tell me? Where's this going to go? I can just tell you that this is a mess. And then we also last week, if you want to bring up a little bit of it, the fact that we now have. It's really funny that you guys picked the Tiger King last week, and we watched the Netflix the 7 episodes and whatever, and then there was an update. There's going to be a season 2, but on a different network. He's on the cover of a magazine right now. I mean, it is everywhere. Okay, so we got tigers and we have missing kids. It's nuts. Okay, it's we're all over the place. Okay, Stacy, you must be under a rock lately. You don't. Yeah, this case is all over. If you saw a couple of the videos, it would jog your memory, or it's the fact that you're now a CO and you got your own crazy people to deal with. Ooh, track location on the phones. Do you think they were smart enough to leave phones? I can tell you that we all know enough that it. Let's just say somebody's going to kill me. Okay, um, I'm hoping they take my phone away. Okay, throw it someplace, whatever. The next thing you need to do is my watch is independent. Get rid of my damn watch. I can tell you, some of my students know I am GPS in a different. No, I haven't been like avid chipped like the dog, but I do have something else that I keep on me quite often because of the places I go and the people that I see. That most suspects, if they were to kidnap me, they would not think to get rid of this piece of evidence. And the funny thing is it's something that they would probably take and keep as a trophy. So, which is exactly why we chose that. So that, great, I'm dead anyway, but at least my husband can find me and solve the case. I won't go cold. Okay. Besides, you guys said you would find me anyway, so we'll be fine. So, um, track location. Yeah, we already talked about that. Um, watch, phone, fingerprints, hair, teeth pull. Raina, you are still, I love you. You are still just totally insane. Um, so you guys need to tell me, you feel like doing this thing again next week, even if we're just getting together and we're being crazy? Because I don't see us getting out of this stay at home thing. I'm thinking it's going to be, at a minimum, a couple of weeks, but I'm telling you, God, I think it's going to go on freaking at least until the end of May. I'm gonna lose my mind. I can't go on, but I don't need FBI coming after me. Uh, Smart choice, Amanda. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Um, okay. David, it was a popsicle day. And when I saw that, I just so wanted to call you out because you guys have popsicles all the time. Like every day. You're always looking for an excuse for a popsicle. Okay. All right. So keep doing this and chatting murder and all kinds of things. We want to watch the dog lick outlets. So, all right, we'll do it again next week. Um, I was a pain in the ass, and I can tell you it's because not David, because and it wasn't you. Um, I had 5,000, we have 9 days left of school, okay? And I finally turned my phone off today. I thought I was going to actually cry. I love my students. I thought I was going to actually cry because they're like, we have 9 days left of class and I have 42 assignments. Can I still turn them in? And they're hunting me down. It's insanity. Okay. Like I'm waiting they're probably looking in the windows right now. So, I need a break. This is fun for me. No dog murder. I agree. And the one case you guys wanted to talk about, which was the Hernandez case, David is one of my current students. And then, okay, fine. Let's do Delphi Murders. I think we should. The Delphi Murders have been 2 years at CrimeCon. And it's a very interesting case. So that's it. Done deal. We just decided Candace was the cult leader. We're doing Delphi. It was the second most one voted on this week anyway. But I appreciate David had a private text conversation. Where did you get the aluminum shirt? Oh, Larry, you're funny. Probably the same place you got your damn unicorn shirt. So, and the funny thing is, I heard today they gave Amazon some kind of court order that said that they can no longer make deliveries and it's only essential items, which is like food, toiletries, and something else. And they're going to fine them $1 million a day. I'm going to be screwed because do you know what? The stuff I've been buying it's crazy. I'm like, that's because my only social life is the people that come and drop it off. Um, but no, what I was saying was that David did have a conversation with me as well as somebody else that knows me really, really well, and said that case is not a case that I should watch by myself because of who I am. I'm an empathetic person, and that it would break me. And so it would be something that I need to watch with somebody because I wouldn't get through. So I like Delphi, but you have plants. I have lots of plants. I have made friends with the nursery. They just delivered me more plants again today. So, and might have told them to please either get them here before 11 when my husband comes home for lunch or after 12. So, I know. I wondered about that cat litter and stuff. I mean, that's how I get my dog food. Tim works for Amazon. The only thing that they're making them do is wear a face mask now. So, all right, well, we're gonna see. Yeah, because if they take Amazon away, I'm done. So, I think I bought 6 bathing suits yesterday. You know, so yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna, we'll have to we'll plan, for us a bunch of us that are around and local. We'll get together and watch it. What happened with your husband's shed? Okay, it didn't happen last Friday, but I can tell you everything that around it is gone. The shed is next. So, and I told him that today, and he was like, "Oh, whatever." I'm like, that's permission to me. So, I agree. Which is why Wanda, I was going to buy the little squirrel picnic tables. Okay, I use Chewy a lot too, Nikki. That's what I use for the outlet liquor. So, ay, ay, ay. So, oh, you're right, David is our man on the inside. Ooh, yep. And he moves tree branches that are in the middle of the road. So, Stacy, how are you surviving? Are people treating you decently? Because I know you're out there in retail taking care of us too. Okay, laughing isn't helping. You're supposed to be typing something. And what the hell are you doing with the kids? Oh my God, I can't imagine leaving Bubba alone at home all day, every day. So, all right, between Javid and Nicole, we got this thing covered. All right. All right, guys. Well, I am so glad you joined me tonight. Even if Larry made fun of my shirt, Wanda wanted to know why I've been dressed up. It's because I'm so sad. Um, oh, you want to know about that? All right, let's see. Okay, that board is my life. Okay, all of my students, well, most of my students know about it. These are the potential victims of John Gerard Schaefer, okay, which was a Martin County deputy. He actually lived one block down from me, two houses down. Um, and this is the work that Pacheco, PQ, we did. That was our first season podcast. And it went crazy. Um, So you see the ones with the sticky notes on them. Those are ones that we actually have the names of the individual. We know what happened to the individual. Um, let's see. Pierre did an amazing job. He is the expert in doing research. So, like these two women here, we were able to discount them. The prosecutor said that there were 34 women that items were found during a search of his mom's house that he took trophies from. He had these two women's ID, I believe it was. He had their ID, and lo and behold, he didn't kill them. So he was not capable of killing them because he was in a different state. And then we also found out that somebody was arrested, confessed, and whatever. So what I'm trying to do is to put everything together. I have, and you can't see it, and I'll show it to you a different time. This here, these are some of the items that were found, okay? And then this right here is what breaks my heart and makes me get up every day, and I come in here and I work. Um, this door right next to me stays closed because I don't want this my office here. I don't want to go into my personal life because my husband is not this kind of person. This is hard for him. But these right here, I don't have names for. I have question marks instead of victims' names. And for those of you that know um, that I've become a victimologist more than a criminologist, and as I'm going on, um, this kills me. So I will probably be asking for some help on that. I can tell you that there are some very interesting people. Um, let's just say I have been asked to do a documentary, but a long term documentary on this case and why it's my passion. The only thing that's holding that up is that we're trying to find someone, a very specific someone, to be my partner. Um, another person. It'll be a team of 3 of us. 2 of us have already signed on, and we're looking for this specific third person to fit in. So that's my world, and I will work this until the day I die, until every one of these question marks has a name next to it. Um, like every one of them, I can tell you. You can see we've marked it down when we're missing 16, then 14, and then 13. So every day, I'm going to let her lick a wall. Go lick an outlet. I'm not holding you. Javid says you can go live with him. Just don't tell Brennan. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna. You know what? I might need to talk to some of you guys, because here's the thing. This is 20 years. See those yellow sticky notes? This is 20 years of my life, and it's a year and a half of Pacheco's. It took him 6 months to look for a Spanish fort that wasn't a Spanish fort. Okay, so when we say digging, we're digging. Can I have 20 people over at once? Sure, we'll just park you guys in different places. What the heck? So important to me. So, and I don't know if it's because it's local. I don't know if it's because actually I mean, I was obsessed with it to begin with. Okay. I used it as a case to suck up to my professor. He wanted us to write about a serial killer, so I picked a killer that nobody else knew. Okay. So, which I knew would suck up to him. And if you're on my Instagram, he actually is the one that I posted the inside of my graduation card that he gave me. And I went, oh my God, things haven't changed in 20 some years. He said, slow down, stop working, stop speeding, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh my God, my life is still the same. So this is it for me. Yeah, this is it for me. It's special. It means a lot. So, all right. So we'll figure out. I'll tell you what, one of the first things, see if I can pick you up and take you over there. I actually have, here's my list of my board of what needs to be done in regards to this case. And I've got to try and fill this in. Okay, see, okay, we have notes. I try and be organized. Stands for Gerard Schaefer. Okay, I need to do what's called a one sheet, and that is for the director of the production company. And that one sheet, Stacy has seen it, is, oh my God, intense, insane, and crazy, and a hell of a lot of work. I had no idea when I committed to that. Okay. And then this is the producer I got to send this to, who is probably going to kill me eventually. FOIA requests. I need to figure out and start sending some FOIA requests, which is something maybe some of you guys can help do, because I want I already have almost all the court records. Okay. I have spoken with former Sheriff Crowder. Okay. Bob Stone was the prosecutor. Okay. Which you would think would have been my number 3. But he said no. But he did ask me to help write a book. Dear God. And then here's my insane thing. I want a map that's 3 feet by 4 feet. That's going to have to separate you can't see my desk. See, I have to keep my lives separate or I get in trouble. Personal life, professional life. This is IRSC. Notice I have one thing I have to get done. Okay. Oops. And then coming back, and I need to finish that. It's really, really sad. For those of you that listen to the podcast, I don't know what you can see here. This is Carmen. Okay. And Carmen is the one who we talked to, the great niece. I think that is what made this case so personal for me, was that I absolutely fell in love with a family member and they made Carmen real. So, Nikki, come on over. Hey, that's not fair because that means there's wine, Heather. Oh, David, you're so sweet because that is absolutely my favorite movie and my favorite line. So, all right, guys, I'm going to let you go because I'm going to just go kill these guys. And I have not eaten yet and half a glass of wine, and I'm doing fine. Um, so I guess I will see you again next week. I will figure Zoom out. So if that's a better way to do it, some of you I will. We are all losing it over your home office. No, you want to see. Okay, David knows. Okay, David knows what my work office at the college looks like. All right, watch this, dude. Okay, what do you? Okay, this is my childhood teddy bear and shoes. Okay, those are all handcuffs and blindfolds that I have with my name on it. These are cases that I'm currently working on. Okay. Some books and things that I have that I'm working on. Catherine Ramsland. I am trying to read her book that she wrote because I was going to do Oxygen Crime Con with her. Larry, my unicorn friend. I have one book left. I'm going to have to order some more. You guys haven't read this yet? You need to read it. And there, let's see if I can get close, is my unicorn. Okay. Look at this. You should be super impressed. So, hey, yeah, my office is chaos, but my home office is not. So, okay. All right, guys, get out of here. And I will see you next week. And we'll be seeing Delphi, okay? So, yeah, there's more books and crap in that office. You don't even want to know what's in the drawers in the office. So, all right, guys. Love you, miss you. Stay safe, stay healthy. And if you're sneaking over to Heather's house, um, it's organized because you just moved. Shut up, Stacy. That might be true. So, all right. Have a good one. Have a good week. Stay safe. I miss you, and I will see you next week.